kept playing, and kind of rode our defense there for a while, and they got us a takeaway, and then a big play from Zion. I was just really proud of the effort, all three phases. I thought we did some good things. We didn't play a perfect game, but we did some really good things, played well enough to win, and that's what matters. Questions?
Willie, you've continued to say about just the guys keeping it, staying in games, grinding it out 2 weeks in a row to come down to the end and pull it out. What does that mean in terms of steps forward for the program?
I think we're going to start believing that we got to just keep going, and it wasn't a very good way to end the half. It wasn't a very good way to start the half, and we were stumbling a little bit offensively, and then we just kept getting stops and got a little bit better field position, and Mekhi Muse did a great job of catching balls. It was raining pretty good down on the field, and those him catching it, saves you about 20 yards, and letting the ball bounce. And we got some good field position, and we're able to take advantage of it.
Willie, so many times this year your defense has come up with an opportune play. Just those 2 interceptions, Jeremiah kind of to get you back in the game, and Michael really to almost seal it. Just what goes into that?
Well, I think Coach Wood and the defensive staff do a fabulous job. And, they've kept us in a lot of ball games this season. And it's being disciplined, being in your zone area. Michael was an underneath dropper, and he was exactly where he's supposed to be. And they threw him the ball, and he did a great job of catching it. He's a guy who's a former quarterback. He's an excellent athlete, and didn't surprise me one bit that he caught it. And still didn't end the game. They got in position to throw that Hail Mary, but, excellent job by him. And then, Jeremiah had the guy get over the top of him earlier in the game, and he came back and got the pick. So he fought through adversity as well. So he's been playing really well this season.
Willie, at the end of the first half, there was that unfortunate turnover that led to the Kansas State touchdown. What was the message in the locker room to kind of?
You just got to keep fighting, man. It's you gotta overcome adversity, and you gotta keep plugging away. And we had a little visit in there at halftime. I didn't like the way some of the guys came in, a little bit of a defeatist attitude. But luckily, the strong guys overtook anybody who was weak, and they imposed their will in the locker room, and we came out fighting. It was the best we've done on the sideline with our guys we call the white team. They're guys that are don't play a whole lot for us. We got a red team and a white team, and those guys really did a good job of amping everybody up before the game, during the game, halftime. They just had a fun time celebrating there. So it was a complete and total team win.
So, Coach, DJ Butler, a true freshman, got in, and he played pretty well today. What has he done to sort of separate himself and work his way into the rotation more as the year's gone on?
Well, same thing with him. He's, we got some good backs, and he's, kind of had to wait his turn a little bit, and he's gotten some opportunities, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. Some guys, when the opportunities come, they're ready, and some guys aren't. He's ready.
Coach, what can you say just about the resiliency of this team? They were down 19-10 to outscore them in the fourth and just keep battling.
Well, that's one of our big goals. We have what we call the plan to win, and the fifth part of the plan to win is finishing, winning the fourth quarter, and we did an excellent job of finishing the ball game.
Well, excuse me. Along those lines, I think it's 24-0. You guys in the fourth quarter of the last two games to be able to put points on the boards, but also get the stops, sort of going hand in hand. That's ideally how you want to be playing at that part of the game.
Yeah, and you got to play all three phases in order to do that. Defense got some stops. Offense did a good job of converting and scoring points. We were playing so well. I think we had a 4th and 4, and I punted it with about 3 minutes and something to go, and I just thought the defense was playing so well. And luckily, we punted it and went down the 10-yard line, and then the defense, made it look like a good move by me. And we had the offense, good field position, that came down and scored. So, the special teams were involved in it as well.
Willie, what did you see from Zion as a passer tonight? It felt he didn't have an incompletion, but in the first half especially, it felt like he helped help some of those early scoring drives.
Yeah, had some good balls. We had an interference one time as well, and he's a very accurate passer. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's one of those guys who can beat you with his arm or his feet, and just really happy he's on our squad. He's a good football player.
2 to 3 more questions. Joseph, here in the front.
Willie, you go into the open week now, coming off of 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
What do you take? Where's the message now? I mean, you guys have 4 wins. There's still other things.
Still 1-0. Just fighting, and I think we play a week from next Friday, something like that, and we just got to concentrate on every single opponent. People are sick of me saying it, but we're not going to roll the ball out and just whip somebody. We got to play really good. It was a really good play call by Coach Barbay.
One more.
You used Donovan there on that 1-yard run.
Yeah.
Kind of a bigger body, just short yardage situation.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job of running behind his pads and getting in the end zone and scoring. And we've worked on that a little bit, and we got some other stuff we can do with that as well.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll have linebacker Michael Batten joining us now.
Hasn't even hit me yet, but man, I'm just so happy for this team, for the city, and hopefully we can keep this winning streak going.
Next question.
Michael, down 19-10 in that game. What's it like to kind of have that defense fuel that comeback with Jeremiah's pick, and then you seal it at the end with yours?
Yeah, down 19-10 early in the season, we kind of let adversity hit us, especially in the Cincinnati game, and we kind of let it bring us down. But I think we learned from that and realized that the game's long and we're not going to worry about the score, because when you get caught up in the score, you're not playing your best. And so I think we just said, screw the score. Let's just go out there, play our best ball. We got trust and faith in the system, and that's exactly how that worked out.
Yeah, can you take us through the read there on the last interception?
Yeah, sure. It's actually funny. I was trying to stop from cramping. It was getting pretty bad at that point. The coach was like, "Are you good?" I was like, "I'm good. Trust me." And we went to a cheetah package, so I switched from Will to Mike. And I just saw the switch verts. It's just an easy read. I felt the one coming in, one going out, 2 going out, 1 coming in. I banged, and then I just turned my shoulders. We work it all the time in practice. It's just a hook drop. Boom, you turn in off the quarterback's eyes, and I just let my instincts take over, and boom, ball hit me right in the chest, and it was I just shout out to the coaches and the drills we do. That was just straight up a drill we do all the time, and at this point in the season, that's starting to come through.
What was it like with all the students on the field and the celebration? How exciting was that for you?
Well, I'm not going to personally condone that because you're not really supposed to do that. But I thought it was very cool. I got to take some pictures with some of them and just get closer with our fans. I mean, that's what hypes me up. I hope we can continue to pack the stadium more and more, because it just makes us play harder, and that's who we do it for. I mean, it's the man in the arena, and that gives us so much fire. And the crowd, it didn't fill up all the way, but they were so loud, and they did such a good job. And seeing them on the field with us was just a cool experience.
Mike, I'm sorry if somebody asked you this while I was out, but just 2 weeks in a row now to have the emotions kind of go up and down, and then to end it sort of, last play type deal. What's that like for you guys, and is that something that you certainly can feel like the team can build off of?
For sure. It's an up and down game, and it's up and down season, and we try to just stay level, never too high, never too low. You know, I think after the TCU game, we got a little too high, coming into Kansas flat, and you know, you live and you learn. So these past 2 weeks, we made sure we stayed level, kept the energy up, and yeah, I think we're going to build on this. I mean, we just beat the number 17th ranked team in the country, but we understand that this is just the beginning. We're still 4-5. We got to keep getting better and just keep working. And I really feel like the sky's the limit with this team.
Michael, after that first drive of the game, a long drive for K-State, you guys seem to come out with a lot different energy on that second drive. Was there anything said on the sideline, or what amped you guys up?
You know, it was a long drive, but at the end of the day, we played well. They were just playing well, too, and that's just kind of how the dice rolls sometimes. We knew right then and there, after that drive, that we was going to be on that. And so we just knew that coming out that next drive, let's clean up the mistakes a little bit, and let's ride.
Mike, if I could follow up from a minute ago, belief can be such a powerful word. And I know you guys haven't wavered, but when you have two games like this and you kind of show what you're capable of, is in the locker room, is there a lot of belief about where this thing is going, and maybe it's not as far off as people may think?
Of course, definitely. I mean, there's going to be a lot of belief. I mean, we had belief from the start. I mean, you go back, the UNLV game didn't go our way, but even the Oklahoma game, we believed that we could beat them. It doesn't matter what their ranking is. We know the guys that we're with every single day and what they're capable of, and we got great football players on both sides of the ball. So, you know, I think we're just putting it together and happy to see where this is going to go. And the belief is just going to keep going up, and just staying positive and getting better every week.
One more. What about the job you guys did on DJ Gibbs to not allow him to break a big
Yeah. You know, we got one of the best rush defenses in the country. They knew that coming in, and they still tried to run it on us, and it didn't work pretty well. He's a good back. He's hard to bring down. He's big. He runs hard, and he's balanced. But I think it's just, you know, you trust the play call, you fit your gaps, you play hard, and good things happen.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Thank you.
Just a second here. All set? Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. We'll start with Joseph.
So, Joseph, what's the last 2 weeks been like for you guys? Just the way the games have kind of come down and the celebrations that ensue afterwards.
Take it how it goes, you know what I mean? The win's a win, whether you win by 100 or by 1, hey, we'll take it.
The throw to you, you feel like you got in, or is it just one of those things where you just got to get that extra yard?
We scored after that. That's all that matters.
Joseph, what's that reaction when you see Zion break that big run and suddenly that 9-point deficit turns into a lead there?
Just like that, I was like, no way he just pulled that off. Shout out to our offensive line. Shout out to Zion and the running back and tight end setting us up for a block. Great play by him and our offense.
When did it start to feel real for you? Was it Michael's pick, or when did you guys know that you were beating K-State tonight?
When the Hail Mary wasn't complete, I was like, oh, we got it. Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. I was so happy. But that's what I do. Yeah, that game was a thriller.
So fourth down, balls in the air coming your way. What's going through your head? You know,
Catch it and go. Catch it and go. And hey, I didn't score, but we did as offense the next play. So on to the next. Glad we scored.
Joseph, Michael was saying that the belief in the locker room's always been there, but obviously when you win a couple in a row like that, you know, it kind of shows where the program's going in the right direction. What is it like in there that, you know, you guys win back to back and suddenly now, you know, there's some goals that are still achievable out there for the season?
Since I've been here, the Cougs will never quit until that final whistle's blown, and that's just something that you cherish for the rest of your life, having a team and being able to be a part of something like that.
Joseph, you're speaking about the Cougs never quitting. What was the resiliency like tonight? I mean, offensively, it felt like Jeremiah really helped open that game up for you guys' unit as well.
However, we got to get it done. You know, offense, defense, special teams, and you got to find a way to win, and we did that.
Was the run by Zion there? Was that the call, or did he freelance a little bit, or I mean, was that the plan there on that run?
I know it was a run, and I know every player tried to go score a touchdown, go get a first down, and it ended up working out.
One more. All set. Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank y'all.